Yeah. Jude knows. Harris, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to the Thursday Night Course of Miracles group. I am Chris Crane. This is my lovely wife, the Reverend Reja Joy. We have some new people on the call tonight, so I'll very quickly run down the format. As I mentioned, I will give you the chapter and part and paragraphs tonight. Um, First thing we do is ask for a reading list. If you'd like to read, I will ask you to read one paragraph. Once you're finished with that, once you're finished reading the paragraph, the floor is yours until you say that's it or I'm complete or whatever. Um, we ask that if you are not sharing to try and stay on mute so we don't get any background noise uh, while people are trying to talk, or it kind of messes Zoom up too, that it thinks that two or three people are talking at the same time. So we try to avoid that. Um, what am I forgetting?
Nothing. No,
What?
nothing. I think that's
What?
good.
What?
Oh, I know what, that
Oh,
we
oh,
just stay with our own feelings
yes, yeah, okay, but
and
okay.
thought.
So if you're not reading and you like to share, please use the little digital hand in the Zoom toolbar, so that because that way we can call you in the order that you raised your hand. They float up to the top for us, and we can see them, and then we can call on you. Uh, and make sure that when when we call on you, that you come off of mute. Otherwise, you're gonna get a shirt.
And don't forget you're already saved.
Oh, yes, yes. And for the new people, I will always ask Jude to save me, and she will always tell me
You're already
where
Oh,
it's not where. Oh, there it
there
is.
it is.
It's you're on.
It says you're muted.
You're muted. Well, we should make it say you're on me, but you get a shirt. Jacob has a shirt, so
saved.
yeah. Um, there's got to be something I was forgetting.
Stay with your own feeling.
Oh yeah.
Others.
As you share, this is a free space from 6:30 to 7:45, whatever time zone you're in. We don't debate, we don't contradict, we don't everything is whatever you say is your opinion, and we don't say, well, I don't agree with that or something like that. Whatever. We whatever that is that we do that we whatever that is that we don't do, we don't do. Whatever that is that we don't
Whatever.
do, that we don't do. Oh, you might notice that we're not also very serious.
We have
Oh, I
fun.
don't know. Well, I don't
We have
know,
fun.
man. Some people like it serious. Right.
Well, there's other serious groups. I would imagine.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Yeah. In fact, if you're insane, you have reached the right Zoom group.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. See, Charles? See? Whatever. All right. If you would like to read tonight, indicate somehow, and Joy will read off your names and I'll write them down.
okay, Charles.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it. All right, Charles. You're going to read paragraphs 45 to 57.
Steve.
Oh, Steve. Okay.
Thanks. Steve. Oh.
The reading
Jude.
the reading assignment tonight is chapter. See, that's what I forgot. I forgot to say
You were gonna
chapter
say it.
12, the problem of guilt, and we're going to read part 6, finding the present, paragraphs 45 to 57.
And this is one of Jude.
Okay,
Jacob.
and Jacob.
This is one of my favorite parts of the course. I love talking about the present. The powerful present, right?
Powerful present.
Yeah, powerful present.
Powerful.
Okay. I
Powerful
think
present. Okay.
we have everybody.
All right. So at this time, Joy is going to do a guided meditation. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
relaxation.
So, or relaxation. So if you would please do so, mute your microphone so we don't get any background noise during meditation because there will be 2 minutes of silence. All right. Okay.
Mhm. Okay.
Batter up.
Oh, that's okay.
Did you watch the game last night?
There we go. I gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All
Yeah.
right.
Ooh.
Barb.
Oh,
Barbara
yeah.
Owen.
All right.
Okay, so um, one week we had I shared a guided meditation by Rasha. She channels guidance on oneness, and she wrote a book called Oneness, and it's really beautiful. So tonight I have another one from Rasha, and I will use that to guide us into stillness. And so let's begin, however, closing our eyes, taking all of that awareness within. And as soon as we close our eyes, our brain waves begin to change. There's alpha brain waves, which eventually come when we have relaxed our thoughts, relaxed the body, our breath, and most likely we'll be experiencing alpha brainwaves. And so let's, first of all, as we begin to settle down and relax our body, we'll bring our awareness to the breath and we'll just notice the breath, just watch it. Don't try to change it in any way at this moment. We'll just observe the breath. And the breath is like an anchor, it's always there. And we can use it as a focal point whenever we need to. It can calm us down when we need to become centered. Maybe we've been thrown off center by something that occurred and we misperceived it. And so we lost our peace. So for right now, we'll stay with the breath. Very gentle. Like ocean waves, very gentle ocean waves. I like to imagine that on the inhalation, I'm bringing divine energy, prana, into the body, into every cell of the body. And as I exhale, I am just releasing, relaxing, detoxifying, letting go of everything unlike health. Ready for that next breath of divine energy and inspiration. We'll do 3-part yogic breathing tonight. Dirgaswasam. Beautiful name. And so, first of all, we're taking a breath all the way down to the bottom of our lungs, and it expands the abdomen as we do that. And then we contract the abdomen as we exhale. That's the first step. Again, all the way down the bottom of the lungs, abdomen puffs out, and then contract the abdomen as we exhale. We'll add the second one. First, taking a deep breath, the abdomen extends, and now continue to take the breath in, the ribs expand, and then contract the ribs and contract the abdomen. Again, the abdomen expands, the ribs expand. And now the third part, the shoulders raise up a little bit as you feel the top part of the lungs. And then lower the shoulders down very gently as you exhale, contracting the ribs and the abdomen. And we'll continue this 3-part yogic breath. This will bring us into a deeper sense of relaxation. Abdomen and the chest and the upper chest. And then lower the shoulders, contract the ribs, contract the abdomen. Continue. 3-part yogic breath. As we do this, we begin to relax. We begin to increase our alpha brain waves. And some of those benefits are, of course, a relaxed body, a relaxed mind. But also, we can access our creative centers more easily from alpha. We can problem solve better. We can center our emotions. It reduces our anxiety and our fear. Everything seems to flow. So when you need to remember this 3-part yogic breath, become very relaxed. Help yourself come back to peace. And we'll come back to our natural breath. This is the meditation from Russia, bringing us to stillness. Breathe slow and deep. Let this moment of nowness engulf your senses once more. Allow all the cares and concerns, all that's been carried forth from the world of the material, to melt into the periphery of your awareness now. There's no need for the imagery of the material illusion in this place. There is nothing at all that needs to be accomplished in this moment. No lists, no reminders, no logistics. There is just you and the infinite stillness. This place of stillness beckons to you from a vista of a different nature. Here, there are no deadlines to be met, no problems to be solved, no plans to be made. Here, there are no regrets and no remorse. Here, in the realm of the timeless, the past, and all the attitudes and judgments you've carried with it are suspended. Set down the burden, if only for this moment. Set aside the striving, the yearning, the unfulfilled longing, just for now. Let it go. Let it all go. And simply be still. From this place of stillness, we will open with a prayer. It's based on our lesson today. We're in a review. We've just begun another review. And we're reviewing forgiveness is the key to happiness. And forgiveness offers everything I want. Beloved Father, Mother God, we come to you now with thankful hearts, willing to learn again that forgiveness is the key to happiness. So long have we searched outside ourselves for peace, fulfillment, and love, not realizing that we truly seek what can come only from forgiveness. Today we would lay down our grievances, our judgments, and the burdens of the past. We would no longer hold ourselves or anyone else prisoner to old thoughts and fears. Teach us that forgiveness offers everything we want. Peace instead of conflict, joy instead of sorrow, union instead of separation. Help us understand that forgiveness is not sacrifice, but release. Forgiveness is not loss, but an awakening. As we forgive, the light hidden in our minds begins to shine again. The heavy doors of fear gently open, and we remember the freedom that you have always given us. So now we enter into this holy silence together for 2 minutes, willing to receive the peace of God. May every anxious thought grow still, and may forgiveness prepare our hearts to recognize that happiness is already ours. We rest now in quietness, in gentleness, and in love. I will time us and I will bring us out, and we'll begin now. Forgiveness is the key to happiness. It offers everything I want. And when we're ready, we will open our eyes.
Oops, close the wrong one. Had the other one.
Not close, just minimize.
Oh, I see. All right. So you want to roll it up?
I do.
45.
Do.
So those that may not have the Black Pearl edition, the original edition, Joy has that up on the screen, right? The green bars around it. Okay. All right. So that you can either follow along or if you decide to read, if I were to call on you, you can read it from your screen. All right. So we're in the text, chapter 12, the problem of guilt, part 6, finding the present, and we're going to read paragraphs 45 through 57. I keep jumping in and out.
Oh. Should I take it off?
No,
Okay.
you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, Charles, can you read 45 for us? It starts with, to perceive truly.
To perceive truly is to be aware of all reality through the awareness of your own. But for this, no illusions can rise to meet your sight. For all reality leaves no room for any error. This means that You perceive a brother only as you see him now. His past has no reality in the present, and you cannot see it. Your past reactions to him are also not there. And if it is to them that you react now, you see but an image of him which you made and cherished instead of him. In your questionings of illusions, ask yourself if it is sane to perceive what was now. If you remember the past as you look upon your brother, you will be unable to perceive the reality that is now.
Mm.
And I love that opening line. It says, awareness of your own. Selective awareness, I call it. What do I bring into my awareness now? When I look behold my brother as I see them, as I experience him now, do I have a story? Do I have a memory of them? Or do I ask to see them as they truly are now? And feel that same presence in which we share our relationships in this present moment now. Because presence and present are pretty much the same word to me. But a story sort of fills in what was and brings it into what is. So the story makes everything what was, and I don't see him as he is now. I see him as I remember him. But if I could truly see him as he is now, see him lit by the same love, shame the same presence as I share in, and really feel a connection of love that they are, of who they truly are, I would relish and cherish that moment with them. Not because of what I knew, but because of who we are together now. And since it's my own awareness, I'm truly choosing what I bring into my awareness. I really appreciate this paragraph talking about choice. And since it's the awareness of how I perceive anyone at any given moment, if I'm more heart connected or if I'm more in my memory. Anyways, thank you. I'm complete.
Mhm.
Thank you, Charles.
Thanks. Thank you. I would say that not only do I sometimes not see the person and I see the past that I have attributed to them, my past experience with them, they might also remind me of someone. I've had that experience where the person just reminds me of someone that I had a history with and not a good one. And so poor thing, that I lay it all on them. I don't know if you've ever experienced that, but that's not good either. So to let all of that go and see them as they are now. I had an experience once. I lived at a yoga institute in on Commonwealth Avenue in Boston. And there was a person who I used to know, and they came back. He came back to the institute, yoga institute, and he was different. He was like really different, and in a good way. But I was miffed because I knew him as that other person, and I was trying to hold him. It was so mind-boggling that he was physically he was the same person, but mentally and essence-wise he was changed, and it really blew my mind. Anyway, that's my experience, and I and it,
Maybe you changed.
oh yeah, I don't know, maybe. Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. But anyway, he changed for the better. I mean, he
Yeah.
was more aware, he was awake, he was more vivacious, he was just, really
Wow.
different. And I was like, wow.
He
It
was a
was so
beautiful mirror
mind-boggling.
for you. Wow.
What's that?
He was a beautiful mirror for you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Really.
Anyway, I will let Jude. Thanks, Charles.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jude, and then Barb.
Wait a minute. Am I supposed to say save me, Jude?
You're already saved.
Yeah,
Oh,
he says you're already saved.
Yes, good evening, everyone. Good to see you all. I love the first line too. To perceive truly is to be aware of all reality through the awareness of my own. And what is my own reality? It is everything. I am everything. And to perceive myself, everything as myself, is my capital self, is my true self, and therefore a true perception. That love sees everything as itself, that God sees everything as himself, perfect, united, and one. In oneness, there are no separate parts, no distinctions, no differences or separation. There's no in between, no boundaries, and no limits. So, in my trying to understand what Christ's vision is, um, this is something to, what did I said earlier on Lori's call, grog, and I was corrected by Lemoyne. He said, no, it's crock, Jude. You got to crock it. Oh, there I go. I'm complete.
yeah. Thanks, Jude. Go ahead, Barb.
I was particularly struck by this first paragraph, by its ability to have us focus on now. This gives us the criteria of why we need to let go of the past. Because when we bring it into the now, we effectively say that the past is more important than the now. But the now is the only time we get to choose love. We get to change our minds about something. And if we hold on to the past, we have missed that opportunity in the present. And it's what we do in the present that determines the trajectory of our future. So for me, this is the reason why I let go of the past. Just allow the present to be what it is. And several times we've had the chance to say, you don't perceive your brother as he is now. Why don't you perceive him as he is now? Because you continue to hold on to the past. If you want to perceive him as he is now, just release the past. And then you see Jude with the Christ vision, and you see everything differently, and you open up a new future. Thank you. I'm complete.
Oh, that's nice.
Thank you.
That's very nice. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Charles, go ahead.
There it is. I got
There
the
it is.
the mic.
Gonna
Send me a
say,
t-shirt
you
anyways.
almost, I was just gonna say, you almost started moving your lips.
I like those t-shirts. Well, I love what Barb says too. And when it comes to forgiveness, I mean, there's a lot of people we have a lot of emotional ties to because of our past experiences with them. And to meet them and not to bring the past with us can be very difficult. And I like how the Course says, do it in your do it within your own mind. You don't have to go out and confront them personally, but offer to the Holy Spirit, a new way of experiencing them. Invite them with the love of God so that that which the experience before can dissolve. Dissolving that strong attachment to the experience that you've had with that person. It could have been abusive. It could have been all sorts of different things that are attached to that experience with the person that the Holy Spirit would love to undo. Like Wayne Dyer at his father's grave, where he actually forgave his daughter for all of forgave his father for what actually occurred. And the Holy Spirit was able to allow him to see the bigger picture of it. It's just, there's so much that the Holy Spirit can do for us as we ask the Holy Spirit to invite those people who've really done what we feel things that cause us to experience them other than that as they are now. And that's what I love about the Course. The Course, these lessons are designed to help us to dissolve that intensity that it seems like it's out of our control. As soon as we think of it, and all of a sudden we go, oh, I don't want to be here. And I know the Holy Spirit says, no, it's truly a blessing to be with everyone you've ever known and ever will know. They all come from love. And they just forgot. We all forgot. That's all. We all live in an idea of forgetfulness. And as compassion and mercy falls upon our hearts for all those who are walking the path of forgetfulness with us, we can truly open and feel God's love and mercy for us as well as them. Thank you. I'm
Cool.
complete.
Thanks, Gerald.
Thanks. Thanks, hon.
You're my favorite Canadian.
I don't always.
Canadian? Hey, don't say that. There's
Well, right now there's no
well,
other.
Athena's not on.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead, Jacob.
Um, I've enjoyed the share so far, and this first paragraph, I can understand what he's trying to tell us about in past and preconceived notions or things that the person might have done to that person who is in front of you right now, and I can appreciate that. And I also think that it's helping me, no matter if I'm looking in the past or looking at the person who is with me at that moment, to see them as divine consciousness and see and actually not react, or if they say something that I think is might be coming from ego, because I can feel it stirring my ego. I kind of think that it's in the moment when you're with the person, and in the past when you conjure them up in your mind. I think it's always with us, as it is with us not to judge ourselves harshly and to be kind, but to be vigilant with vision of what's so for us, and how we're looking at something and what we're feeling. And if we get to the presence of who we really are, divine consciousness, not a separate divine consciousness, but the divine consciousness that is in everyone and everything. Get into that, I think it straightens things out for us. If we get that vision of them, it straightens things out for them. I walk with two women on Tuesday and Thursday mornings, and I might have mentioned it over the years. And there are things with my friends and things that are challenges for me, and I'm sure I bring up challenges for them. And it's really, today when I was walking, I really made a strong effort to communicate with them love and acceptance, and it just felt so different. It just felt so different to see them, to see who they, and even if they brought up something that was judgmental or whatever, out of line of what I think they truly are, I just kept persisting to see who they really are, and not to react to maybe some kind of learned ego reaction. And it's really at the very beginning of doing this, and I'm thrilled about it. It's kind of very helpful and peaceful, and I just wanted to share that. Thank you.
Thanks,
Oh,
Jacob.
thank you.
That's great.
That's great.
Thank
you.
Okay, Jude.
Yes, I'm so with you on that, Jacob. it just illuminates what the second line in the paragraph says, what you shared. But for this, no illusions can rise to meet my sight. For all reality leaves no room for any error. Because if I'm looking through Christ's vision, I see everything as holy and perfect, and as a part of me, not separate or different, just the holiness. I don't see bodies. And the words, no illusions or any errors, that there can only be a mistake in perception, that I can misperceive myself, and therefore I'm going to misperceive you. So the totality of my reality is what this is referring to. For all reality leaves no room for any error.
Wow.
I either perceive everything truly or not, because if I judge part of it, I'm misjudging all of it. Ergo, there I go again.
There you go. There you go. Thanks, Jude.
Thanks, Jude. And I think Charles mentioned forgiveness in part of what he was sharing. And forgiveness for me, for my definition of forgiveness, a la the course, is to see what is real. And so if I say I forgive you, what I'm saying is I don't say it, but say in my mind, I say I forgive you. What I'm saying is I see what is real, like you were doing, Jacob. What you were seeing, what is real about those women that you walk with. And for me, that's forgiveness. So interesting.
Yeah.
Right. So
It's like,
not the past, but what's real is what's present
it's like,
eternally.
yeah.
Oh,
So to
what?
forgiveness is to believe that it never happened, right?
Well, yeah, because it wipes it out. If you're perceiving what's real, then what's unreal doesn't exist. It wipes it out. It didn't happen. It's unreal, right?
Let's ask Margaret.
Yeah,
She'll know.
Margaret.
Margaret.
There you go.
It's 1:30 in the morning.
No t-shirt.
No.
We read this afternoon, and now we read it again, and I have a new insight. My daughter asked me for support to go on a festival, a holiday, and I I haggled with her, about the money, even though it is really nothing to me. But I don't want her to think that I'm made of money. I want her to, it's an old pattern. I don't want to be too generous with her. And this is so funny, because what I see now is that I project the past on our relationship. That I wasn't in the know with her. And this paragraph showed me that I was stuck in this old behavior. And I really want to let it go. I'm going to give her the money and not complain about anything. Thank you. I'm complete.
That's good. That was
That's
good.
wonderful.
That's
That's
good.
wonderful. Thank you.
Yeah.
I can feel the love.
Cool. Let's read paragraph 46. Steve, can you do that? It starts with you consider it natural.
Sure. Hold on. Got it up on my screen here. You consider it natural to use your past experience as the reference point from which to judge the present. Yet this is unnatural because it is delusional. When you have learned to look upon everyone with no reference at all to the past, either his or yours as you perceived it, you will be able to learn from what you see now. For the past can cast no shadow to darken the present unless you are afraid of light. And only if you are would you choose to bring this darkness with you. And by holding it in your hands, see it as a dark cloud that shrouds your brothers and conceals their reality from your sight. I'll make sure I got the right paragraph. Anyone have any thoughts on that?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Consider it
Thanks.
natural.
Oh,
It seems like it's sort of a re-emphasis of the previous paragraph.
okay. All right.
Afraid of the light, huh?
And you know, when Steve was saying that, I got to thinking sometimes um, a conversation with a perfect stranger will go like, I mean, you know, maybe you'll only know them for like 2 minutes in your whole life
And it goes better than with people you know.
because you have no past with this.
Right.
You have nothing to
Right.
you know. Now
You don't have to live up to or
there's no past, but we do have prejudices, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, people, you know, sometimes you'll make a judgment call, and but I find it like it's probably better to just consider everybody a stranger. I'm struggling here, and you know, I'd ask Jude, but she's not up next.
or consider or just let go of the past for everyone. Just
For
say
everybody,
everybody.
right? Right.
Forgiveness.
Right.
See them as they are now.
Yeah. Well,
See
that's
the
good.
reality.
Okay. All right. So,
Yeah.
So, so
Okay.
yeah. All right. Let's call on Charles.
All right.
I'm struggling here.
I love it. I love
You
it. I
need
love
that
it.
open.
Oh dear. I like the word they use, light. Light of awareness. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Yep. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Because light of awareness, when he talks about bringing the darkness with you, darkness likes to hide things. You know, keep things hidden. You only see what you bring with you. But when you open to the light, you're going to see something that you never aware of before. You're going to see something that the light's going to make aware of, something that you've never noticed about that person before. They're going to seem brand new. They're going to seem different. Because the light of awareness is infinite intelligence, right? And it comes from love itself. It shines on that which is so beautiful and so wonderful that no past could ever touch that beauty and wonderfulness, right? But in order to feel that and to know that, to say, you are the light of my light, you are the love of my love, you are the joy of my being, you know, and this is a practice I do a lot of times when I go into my meditation with people I have issues with. Because my issues are my dark side, my darkness in me, hiding the light of what we are in truth. We are beings of light. We are beings of beauty in the now. But we bring our darkness along with us because its value we hold as a defense to protect ourselves from facing that darkness again. And to sort of have the light dissolve that in the experience within me helps me to be open, to be willing to experience that in everyone I meet during the day. Because I love what you said, Reverend Reja Joy. That person reminds me of that person. This person reminds me of that person. All of a sudden, everybody I'm looking at reminds me of somebody. But now I'm saying, wow, what a beautiful expression that they are. Oh, a beautiful way they're presenting themselves. oh, they're really bright and shiny and very, all of a sudden, I'm actually present. They're not reminding me of anybody, but they're reminding me of the wonderfulness that we all share together. And to me, that's infinite love touching the hearts
Mm.
in me about all that I see. I fall in love with all that I survey because I see from a pure awareness itself. You know, to the pure, all things are pure. I love that quote. You know, it helps me to remember, you know, if I see something unpure, it's only because it's inside me, you know. So, anyways, thank you.
Thank you, Charles. Okay, Mark, go ahead.
I the first sentence here, natural to use your past experience as a reference point from which to judge the present. I mean, that's
You know, I can hear, Mark?
oops,
Yeah.
can't hear me?
Well, very low. I don't know if
Uh-oh.
it's low.
I
Yeah.
hear you okay,
I
but I've got
Okay, yeah.
earphones in.
let me check some audio settings here.
Yeah, there's a volume setting on there, I
Yeah,
bet.
your
Let me
mic might
put
be a little
volume.
low, yeah.
Let's try this one. Is that a little better?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
My apologies.
Oh, no.
So oh, like I said, I'm always using the past experiences to judge the present. That's that's what I've been doing all my life. I mean, that's that's what perception is made out of. And you know, sometimes today it got really in the way. You know, I just got really twisted about something, and it was on the basis of a past experience. And you know, I got boiling mad too because you know, involved some spurious charges on a credit card. And I just got through getting, you know, a different credit card, a spurious charge straightened out. In any event, fact of the matter is that, you know, I didn't exactly react too nicely initially. And of course, then I apologized to the guy on the other end of the phone, right? Uh, but it's, yeah, I do consider it natural. And boy, I'll tell you, I'll be darned if I can shake it sometimes. You know, sometimes you can see the present. Um, but you know what it says here in the first paragraph, to be, you know, to perceive truly is to be aware of all reality through the awareness of your own. And that is that in that's almost like an impossible condition, you know, when I navigate this world, right? I you know, I give this course like it's so wonderful. I mean, I can't do it, you know, perfectly, but the big advantage is that, you know, instead of living in my ego, now I'm just living with it. It does its thing, you know? And, you know, sometimes, you know, things get a bit rocky and, you know, I got to backtrack and say, hey, listen, you know, I was wrong. I misperceived this. You know, because yeah, uh, you know, once I had a revelation, right? I was a new man, right? I was a new man. And like it says, you know, it completely, but only temporarily, removes your fears.
Hmm.
And so they you know, I'm dealing with the world as I, you know, in a wee bit different way, but not totally, right? My ego is still there. I'm still using my body's eyes and my body's ears in order to navigate things in this world. But you know, as someone mentioned, this guy Jonathan Ashford, right? You mentioned, you know, Your ego can't tell the difference between a difficult, discussion and an actual threat to your person, a danger. It's still taking this inventory of what it stands to lose.
Mhm.
So it's hard, to completely let go of the ego, but which is a comparison, right? It's always making comparisons. And I pride myself on having this wonderful memory, but what am I remembering? I'm remembering, vivid images. Sometimes they're very pleasant images, but I'm always remembering images. And so I'll keep on studying this stuff with you folks. I'm complete.
Thanks, Mark. Hey,
Thanks. Thanks, Mark.
yeah. Oh, you got an A+ on your homework last week, so you're doing good. Oh, wait a minute. It was the week before. Oh man, now I'm not gonna be. Oh, geez. All right, Harrison, you're up. Oh, he knows how to go right for that unmute, doesn't he?
Yep.
Huh?
Mhm.
I was struck by, excuse my voice, but I was struck by this first sentence in paragraph 46. You consider it natural, quote unquote, to use your past experience as a reference point from which to judge the present. And I thought about how much I do that.
Hmm.
And I have been taught, like many others, that we need to use the past to judge the present and anticipate the future.
Mm.
But the course goes in an entirely different direction with that idea. It's telling me that is unnatural because it is delusional. And I can understand that from the course's perspective, because what I'm doing is allowing the past to dictate to me what the present is. And in doing that, when I look on my brother, I'm not seeing him as who he really is. I'm seeing an image of him that arises from my past experience with him or those who remind me of him. So if I can look upon everyone with no reference at all to the past, either his or mine, as I perceived it, I will be able to learn from what I see now. Now that's a tall order because I practice looking upon everyone with reference to the past. And that past can be 10, 20 years, last month, last week, yesterday, or a minute ago, 10 minutes ago. If I allow my judgment of my brothers to be based on what I see now, without reference to the past. Then I will see my brother truly. And more importantly, I will be able to see myself truly. I'm complete.
Now I get a shirt. I'm sitting there talking. Oh, that was great, Harrison. And then we were on mute.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks, Harrison.
Thanks, Harrison. Oh, Jude, save me, Jude.
You're on your own. I like to keep it as simple as I can for myself. And I loved everything, Harrison, you said. But all I need do is forget everything that I ever knew from the past and remember that I can only be here and now. I can't be anywhere else. It's impossible. And I've never been here and now ever before, and I never will again. And that's how I keep it simple for myself. I've never been on this meeting before, tonight, this night, this moment. I mean, that's an improper way to put it, but not this particular meeting. You understand what I'm saying, right? Like tonight, I've never been here tonight before. I've never seen you tonight before. I've never been here myself here tonight before. So this is all brand new. It's always a brand new experience. And I think that's how I keep it simple, even though I may not be able to express it very clearly. Thank you.
That was pretty
Thank-
good. I think it was good.
What it reminds me of is a lotus flower. And the lotus, the moment of now, the present moment, is like, for me, I have imagined it like a lotus flower, but the flower is opening and it's opening and it's opening. And it's always the flower, but it's new every moment. It's a new, it just keeps opening and opening. Also, let me show you this. Look at this. This is a picture. I had to do I just completed an article for a magazine for our distributor has a magazine, and it was based on Indra's net, and it's a Buddhist image of the connection in reality. Everything is connected. What one feels, the other feels. And people have experienced this in the near-death experience, the complete connection. And so I think it's a beautiful image to reflect to one another what is real, which is the love that we are. Love created me like itself. And so it just reverberates. For some reason, this gives me such
Peace of mind.
Yeah. Peace of mind. I'll share the article once it gets approved and everything. And, I'll share the article.
Stick with me, sweetheart.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was tweaking how I see everybody and where, who's in the main thing. And this picture kept coming up because I was playing. I wasn't listening to you. And then I finally tuned into what you were saying, and I said, "Oh my God, that's so beautiful!" And I'm sorry.
No,
It's confession, and then a good outcome.
Don't drag the past into the now. Go ahead, Charles. Look, he's reaching for the mute. Oh my God.
I love that picture. That
Thank
picture
you.
reminds me, we're all biofields of energy. you know, and when you lose the sense of a body, you're just in that field, and that field's connected to other fields, and that connection goes on forever.
Mm.
It's it's the form that we give the story to, but we're just in the field of that energy, in the presence of that energy with other orbs. I call them orbs. Every person is an orb of energy. And when we connect from one orb to another orb, you know, it's just a beautiful sensation of pure, pure energy, you know, because without the form, there is no story. Drop the form, drop the story, you know, for the idea that when we see people as radiating a biofield around them, I mean, there's a lot of medical people that read biofields and tell life history according to your biofield, because this is where we store all our memories.
Mm.
But when the biofield's clear, there is no memory. It's just beautiful, radiant joy. It's just pure, radiant love. And as we learn to shower in our biofield and release and forgive, we start to shine beautifully and brightly, and people pick up that experience because we desire that experience to be part of our life with all our relationships. So we draw that part out of everyone. And that's what Mother Teresa does. That's what all the different saints and people, they drew out of people the wonderfulness that was inside them.
Cool.
And people started to realize that beauty that lived in their hearts. And they wanted to be of service just like they were. And so they walked their path because they felt the beauty of them inside themselves. Oh, I love that picture of the orbs, because to me, we are all orbs. We just happen to have a body. But that's our field. That's how we, as a human being, that's how we relate to in humanity.
Mm.
You know, dogs have biofields, plants have biofields. This planet has a biofield. You know, I love
Yeah.
it. I love our human existence, and I love our expression here. You know, and I love nature, and I love being with people. I'm learning to love to be with more times with people. I still have my stories that keep me to myself, but I'm learning to let them go. So each one here is a beautiful radiant energy field lit by the love of God, and that's a shared truth we all share together as one, regardless of whatever stories we bring with us along the way. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thanks, Charles.
Thanks, Charles.
Yeah, that's really how it's.
Can I share?
Oh, yeah, go ahead. I was going to ask somebody to read. I was going to ask. Go ahead.
No, that's what I mean. Share the screen.
Oh, share the screen.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got me on the terminology.
I did.
Okay, paragraph
Oh, 47.
47. Jude, can you read that for us? This darkness is in you. I didn't mean that personally, but
This darkness is in you. The Christ revealed to you now has no past, for he is changeless, and in his changelessness lies your release. For if he is as he was created, there is no guilt in him. No cloud of guilt has risen to obscure him, and he stands revealed in everyone you meet because you see him through himself. To be born again is to let the past go and look without condemnation upon the present. For the cloud which obscures God's Son to you is the past. And if you would have it past and gone, you must not see it now. If you see it now in your delusions, it has not gone from you, although it is not there. Well, you know, I equate darkness with perception and illusion and delusion, and that perception is deception, generalized across the board. To perceive through the body is to deceive myself and to think this is reality, this is real. So, generalizing these ideas, the Christ, I love the way that he puts it so simply, because he says, when I know Christ is in me, I've looked and inquired into who I am, and I understand what this course is teaching me, has taught me, and I understand the purity of my soul and the purity of my mind and the way that it thinks like God thinks. I've discerned the difference between the egoic thought system and the way God thinks. And it's obvious. It's totally obvious to me. And the way he speaks of, the changelessness, the eternal nature of it, that it's constant and consistent. It doesn't vacillate, or that love never changes. Love never changes from situation in different times and different circumstances or with different people. It's equanimity throughout, through and throughout. It's God loves everything as himself, as his son. That's the words in the course. But he says, Christ's changelessness, in his changelessness lies my release. I'm released from Judy. Judy no longer, it's Judy's meaningless. Judy's body image, Judy's concept of herself, all that becomes, I understand that the transitory, the temporary nature of it, that it's simply not true. It's my false self, and I don't. So I no longer look at people and see their false self. I see the Christ in them, and so that there's no cloud or darkness or shadow figures anymore in my Christ vision. I don't judge people, because to forgive is not to judge anything in this illusory world as real. So it's sort of a generalization and a total way of perceiving. It's either total forgiveness, or I'm not forgiving anybody. And it's the forgiveness of the Son of God, that God gave us free will to do this business if we want to. If you want to, be sick and full of sin and suffering and die, if you want to go with that version of reality, then have at it, But I want to stand in heaven as my reality. And this line that he says, no cloud of guilt has risen to obscure him, my capital self, being one with my creator, as he stands revealed in everyone I meet, because I see Christ through Christ himself. I have to look through Christ's eyes. I have to understand what vision is. So I have to see it first in myself in order to know that I'm looking through his eyes. And I can't see any other way. So, ergo, that calling upon the awareness of Christ within me, the totality of my awareness, being totally conscious of everything, being a part of me, it becomes natural. That's the natural, true perception. My natural factory settings, if you will. The end.
The end. That's cool.
Hmm.
Well, oh, go ahead, Harrison. No, he's got it. He's just clicking.
There you go.
There you go.
Yeah, I was muted. Thank you, Jude. Thank you. That was very helpful to me. there's right after the sentence that you just read, I read this one. To be born again is to let the past go and look without condemnation upon the present. I triple underlined that line in my book some time ago. Because to me, that's very, very important. And in practice, it's not an easy thing to do because I've taught myself to judge everything based on the past and not to be able to see the present without reference to the past. And the past is the ego thought system. I'll stop there.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, Jude, you're okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead, Jude.
okay. I simply say to myself, I want to forget myself so I can remember you better,
Oh,
so I can remember God better. That's the way I work it. You know, I forget everything I think I know. That's what the course has taught me. That nothing in the world that you think is true. Anything that the world has taught you is wrong. You're mistaken. You know not who you are. You're not who you think you are. You know, on and on and on. And you know that this is an image we made, and it's an idol, and it's like, oh, yada yada yada. You know, all this stuff, and it's like, okay, okay, okay. Like I'm grokking it, but the truth is within us, and we can know it. We can know perfect peace. We can know perfect joy. We can know limitless release and freedom. Happy, happy, joyous, and free. That's what God's will for me is. And I'm all about what is your will for me today, Father? And God wills I be in heaven. And why would I want to argue with that? There I go again.
There you go again. Margaret.
Mhm.
Unmuted.
Yes.
Thank you, Jude. That was, I hope to get where you are, really. Because I used to think that I had to fight ego, that I had to resist it, you know, and now lately I'm beginning to see it's just a thought. Ego is giving me thoughts that are useless. Yeah. So I'm beginning to see where I should go. And I love what you just said. It helps me a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm complete.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you believe we're out of time?
Yeah. Yep. That's.
Jeez, it goes so fast sometimes.
Thank you so much, hon. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks everyone for all your shares tonight. Oh my God, it's just unreal. In fact, one of my takeaways is what Mark said. I'm not going to live in the ego. I'm going to live with the ego. That's kind of an interesting way to put it because, you know, if that's the case, then you can use it as a tool, and it doesn't have to be. That doesn't have to be something that constantly drags you into the past.
Yeah, I like the idea of embracing everything
Yeah.
and blessing everything.
Yeah.
It just sort of dissolves the separation.
Yeah.
You know,
Forgetting everything.
Yeah, nothing like acting like a petulant 2-year-old when you feel like it.
That's all hoax. Okay, so let's see. Oh, you're
We're
going to
going
close
to
with a
end.
prayer,
We're
aren't
going to
you?
close with a prayer.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Thanks, everyone. And we'll just close our eyes once again and imagine that we're holding hands. We're in a circle. We feel the connection with our brothers because it's so wonderful that we all chose to be here in this holy moment of now to share our present with one another and to see one another with new eyes, to be born again. No past, only present love. And so from this place of joining where we can feel the connection of our one self that we share with one another and our source, we end with this prayer. And we say, beloved Father, Mother God, we thank you tonight for calling us out of the past and into the holy present where your peace forever is. So often we have wandered through memories and regrets and fears of what may come, forgetting that only now is real and only now contains your love. Help us remember that the present is not a fleeting moment in time, but the doorway to eternity, the quiet place where we meet you and where all healing waits for our acceptance. Teach us not to imprison ourselves in old thoughts and ancient shadows, but to awaken gently to the living light that shines here and now. As we go forth from this gathering, may we carry the stillness of this holy instant with us. When the world tempts us to return to fear, call us back to the present where truth abides untouched. And may we remember that in the present, we are safe. In the present, we are free. And in the present, we are one with love. We rest now in gratitude, in quiet trust, and in the eternal now of your love. And so it is. Amen.
Amen.
Thanks, everybody.
God bless you all.
Thank you.
And happy Memorial Day.
Yeah.
I get Monday off. I get Monday off for something that now see how about that for a topic? It's called Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Where we remember the past.
Oh, yeah.
Whoops. Whoops.
Remember the love.
Yeah, they're bad.
Because only the love is real.
Yeah.
We can remember.
Yeah.
Only the love is
Only
real.
Take the love.
All right. Take care, everybody.
Bye.
Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you, love.
Bye.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Bless you one and all. Thank you.
All right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Thanks, Charles.
Uh-huh.
Thanks, Margaret.